So you're against the ban on Four Loko?
Yes.
No, I don't think the ban is very good.
I don't really support the ban just because I feel like you can get energy drinks anywhere and mix it with alcohol. And I mean, they don't ban things like 151, which is 151 proof, which is, I guess I would say, worse than Four Loko.
I think, you know, people can still go out and mix caffeine and alcohol and have similar effects. I feel like there aren't that many people who've gotten sick from it, and the people who have just go overboard and are going to go overboard anyway.
Yeah, me and all my friends are kind of upset about it.
Why is that?
It's kind of been like the only thing we drink on the weekends.
Question?
Do you support the ban?
No, I don't.
Okay. Why?
Because you can really drink other types of alcohol and get even more sick than you would by drinking alcohol.
Do you support the ban?
No, absolutely not.
Why is that?
Because basically, Four Loko is just a simple mixture that people can purchase and be done with rather than purchasing different ingredients. And there's things that can be made into much worse.
No, it's sad to see it go because it was good, and I don't think it was really as dangerous as everyone thought it was. There's risks involved with drinking in general, and it's just as dangerous to chase vodka with Red Bull, but people are still going to do that.
Hello, students of Ithaca College. My name is Chris Barnes, and I'm a sophomore. I'd like to talk about the newly popular alcoholic energy drink Four Loko. As we all know, it's become very controversial in the past weeks and months due to the caffeine-alcohol combination. The banning of Four Loko is wrong, unjust, and inappropriate. I believe that alcohol in general is meant to be drank responsibly, and that no matter what alcohol we're talking about, people will find ways to get it, no matter the age, no matter the type of alcohol. So, let's begin. First, let's talk about what Four Loko is. Four Loko is an alcoholic malt beverage that contains caffeine, taurine, and guarana. Fusion Products, the makers of Four Loko, have gone above and beyond in trying to promote responsible drinking and warning of the dangers of their alcohol. 7 times on the can it lists the ABV content and the need to provide proper identification. That's 7 times on one can. We have the ID here. This is written in the font. This here, the alcohol percent by volume, is written in font as big as the federal government allows. They can't write it bigger than that. The federal government won't allow them to. The source link is coming up on your screen right now. Fusion Products also provides a responsible drinking poster to all stores that sell Four Loko, and it has details about the labels showing where they are, what they do, lists the warnings. They urge them to hang up this responsible drinking poster in a break room or the office, and link for this is coming up now also. Do you like them?
Yes, I do.
Why do you like them?
They're cheap. Most of them taste pretty good, and they seem to get the job done.
Okay. Have you ever drank it before?
Yes, all the time.
Really? Why?
Because it's cheap, it's good, and I don't know, it does its job.
Does its job.
I drink Four Loko because it's cheap, and I guess going out is an easy way to have a good time.
You choose to drink them.
It's a cheaper way to get alcohol.
It's a really cheap, great alternative to have a good weekend.
Okay.
I mean, it's cheap and it's concentrated with so much alcohol, you know.
Because they're not very expensive, and I don't have a lot of money, and there's a lot of alcohol for how much it costs.
As you can see throughout many interviews conducted, everyone states how cheap it is. You can get drunk for $5. And so this is where I start to get really, really frustrated. I ask myself, alright, if the government wants to ban something they feel is dangerous, if they feel is unsafe for college students to consume, then why don't we ban cigarettes? Cigarettes cause lung cancer. It's been proven, endless studies have concluded they contribute to lung cancer. I think most people would say that lung cancer is a little worse than a hangover. In 2006, Philip Morris, the leading tobacco manufacturer, had a total revenue internationally of $66 billion. Now, you may not know, you may not have anything to compare that to, but listen to this. Keep this in mind. Non-smokers pay a $172 billion penalty every year due to lost productivity and health costs that are associated with taking care of smoking health problems. Sources coming up on your screen now. Now, on the other hand, Fusion Projects, the owners of Four Loko, estimated annual revenue is $870,000. Not even $1 million. Compare it to the total $238 billion cigarette industry. I'm disgusted. Oh, and here's another thing. 18-year-olds don't need fake IDs to buy cigarettes. The FDA's official action is that they remove Four Loko due to an unsafe food additive, that ingredient being caffeine. I accept that caffeine and alcohol, the effects of that combination may mask the severity of intoxication, and one might not realize how drunk they really are. Four Lokos allegedly do have the same caffeine as a small Starbucks coffee, and that amount is 3 times more than a Red Bull. So there's a good amount of caffeine in one Four Loko. But caffeine and alcohol combinations have been around for a very long time. This is not the first time we've seen caffeine and alcohol combined. Red Bull and vodkas have been around forever. Irish coffees are so popular. And then we've seen the YouTube video Jaeger bombs. The combination of the liquor Jägermeister with Red Bull. These all combine caffeine and alcohol just like Four Loko does. But there's been no action on these drinks. I'm sure people have gotten sick of too many Red Bull and vodkas. If you were to overdose on caffeine, and I think we should address caffeine specifically due to the FDA's specific citation on it. Caffeine overdose occurs at 5 grams. 5 grams of caffeine in your system and you die. To achieve that much caffeine by drinking Four Loko, just Four Loko alone, you would have to consume 24 of these. You would have to drink 24 of these cans within a certain time frame to get 5 grams of caffeine in your system and die. Absolutely unrealistic. People are passing out after 2 or 3. The caffeine excuse just doesn't fly with me. Placing the blame on Fusion Projects and banning this beverage is really what is LOCO here.